Hi guys, PD here, welcome to the channel, welcome to another new video. Today we're jumping into real VR fishing on the Quest 2. Today I'm meeting up with Alex VR from the Between Realities podcast, and also Gary, better known as Reckner VR from the VR Roundtable podcast. So let's dive in.
How much time did you put in on the Quest 1?
A good amount. Quite a few sessions.
Hello?
Hello. Hi.
Hello.
What's up, PD?
You alright?
Am I wearing the Halloween outfit?
No.
That's
How do you-
negative, Ghost Rider.
How do you wear the clothes then?
In the lodge, there's like a door next to the screen, and you gotta walk up to that door, and it'll put you into like a changing room.
Okay. Nice cop, Gary.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you guys anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, this is great.
This looks amazing on Quest 2.
Damn, dude, this is the first time we've ever spoken, huh?
Yeah, it's the first time we've all been together
Wow.
in a game. So
Yeah.
Alex, where are you based?
I live in Arizona, in the United States.
So you're in Arizona. Me and Gary's in the UK. We're standing next to each other fishing.
We're not far from each other in the UK either. You're in Nottingham, aren't you? Paradise. Yeah.
Yeah, we're about 40 miles away from each other.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Oh, that's not too bad.
No. Can't meet up though. It's lockdown and stuff, isn't it?
So, one thing that I would do is turn off the music.
Okay,
when
in
you
the
catch a
options.
fish. I would also turn the
Okay.
ambient down a little bit too. Just a little bit.
Okay, let me go into the... What's the button for the options?
B on the right controller.
B.
And then there's a little gear icon on the bottom that you can click.
So, volume,
I
music off.
Yep, and I have my ambient at a 6.
Right, I'll turn that right down now.
Nice. That will make it so where you can speak while you're reeling in a fish.
Yeah, I can hear you better now.
Mhm.
Okay.
Did you play this a lot on the original Quest, Paradise?
I played it to review it, but I've not really played it for enjoyment, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I'm excited to be a part of this session then, because I enjoy the shit out of this game.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. I played it once. I played it for about 45 minutes a while ago. When on the day I got my Quest, actually, I think it was later on that evening. But yeah, it's spent longer in it than I thought, because I'm not really into fishing in real life. But it's...
Yeah.
Look at that.
Aw, that's
Tiddler.
cute.
Little tiddler. So this is about my fourth time playing the game. I played the Rift, and I played it on the Quest a few times. The last time I played the game, I met up with Sean and Tyler from Rendered Reality.
Nice. I saw that video.
Yeah, we went fishing. That was pretty cool.
Those guys are so awesome.
Yeah, they do a good show.
I think everyone in the community is awesome. I got another one.
That's true.
Okay, there's something wrong with my
There-
settings.
Yeah. That was good.
So, how long have you been playing this game, Alex?
I started playing it when it came out on the Quest. Mainly when the Together edition came out.
Yeah.
You know, like once the multiplayer got introduced. I haven't really played this game without anybody else. I use it as a social app. You know, like what we're doing right now. This is exactly what I use this game for. Just like sitting around, bullshitting with some friends, and reeling in some fish.
Perfect game.
It is super chill. and it looks amazing. The visuals are so on point.
Yeah. Do you guys play poker? I want to get into that Poker Stars VR. I've only been in it once in the original Quest, but I've downloaded it. I'm gonna get back into that at some point as well.
I have a friend. A friend has been like begging, well, not begging me, but he's been getting into it lately, and lately, like, that's all he and his friends like want to do is just go in there and sit around and play poker.
I've not played poker for years, but I don't know. It was really good on the original Quest. It was a little bit low res, so I want to see how it looks, if it looks any better on the Quest 2. But yeah, I like a game of poker, but you got to really know some of the people that you're playing with. I think that's the.
Yeah, so you can like play to them.
Yeah, yeah, and also, I mean, you can have a chat as well with people as well while you're in there. That's what I've heard as well. So.
Right. Yeah, that's how I feel about this game too.
I've never been into poker, so it's never really appealed to me.
No, it didn't appeal to me either. I've never been into cards, but then like when I was probably like going back quite a few years now, poker's the only game, like card game, that I've ever got into, and it wasn't something I ever thought I'd enjoy. But once you get to know all the little tactics and stuff like that, it's just something about it.
Yeah, there's a reason why it's really popular.
Do many people play it then?
It is
Poker?
popular, yeah.
Yeah.
I know there's people that are just like gamers that are not even really into VR, and they play it a lot, and it's weird because it's like the only thing that they'll play in VR. It's that it sort of just appeals to a certain kind of person, I think.
Is it on Quest 2?
Yeah, it's free as well. You can download it for free. I downloaded it. It's Poker Stars VR. I've not been in it on the Quest 2 yet. I've only been in it once on the original Quest, going back a long time now. I don't know if it's got a tutorial or anything like that if you've not played poker before, but poker's a pretty... you can get into it pretty easy.
Come on, PD. Pull in something a little bigger than that for once, brother.
I bet Gary's got one of these in his bowl at home. Goldfish.
It's one of the few pets I've not got. We've got a rabbit, a cat, a dog.
I'm keeping the goldfish.
So, poker, to me, it kind of is in like the same category as chess. When I think about games, you know, it's like one of those manual games that is like almost like an attempt at a video game before the technology came out. You know,
Yeah.
Like video games are like input response and like feedback. People use these as a way to connect. Like that's why I love, you know, multiplayer games. But using like poker and like things like chess and stuff, just like objects that you hold in your hands, people like made those symbols, you know, and like turned regular objects that were laying around, like pieces of paper and like figures that they had sitting around that they made out of clay and shit, and turned, you know, gave those meaning, and then turned them into like amazing battle games and like games of deception and, you know, bluffs and stuff like that, you know, like that is fascinating to me. So I actually have always loved games like of all kinds, card games and board games, video games. It's just so cool, and there's such a fun way to connect with people.
Yeah, this game opened up when they introduced the multiplayer. I think what I like about this game as well is the boats are moving as well. It's like we're in a real place. The boats are moving.
Yes.
There's a scene in there with the fireworks. Have you seen that one? A location with fireworks. I was even in a location it was raining. It started raining.
Yeah, I've been. I saw that one. I saw Paul VR Realm playing that one the other day. Oh yeah, look at this.
Oh snap, Gary! So Alex, what do you do when you're not doing VR?
Not too much, honestly, lately, ever since pandemic. But lately I've kind of just been focusing on my relationship with my fiance. We were supposed to get married in this month, October 3rd, actually. We had a wedding date and everything. And then, you know, COVID happened and we realized that people weren't going to be traveling and shit. So
Yeah.
kind of made an executive decision and decided to reschedule it. And
Do you live together though?
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
That's not too bad then, I guess.
No, it's not so bad. You know, and we caught it early enough to where like rescheduling wasn't terrible. Like our venue was cool about it and all that. So anyway, we kind of pushed it to April, but that's going to be coming up sooner than later. So that's you know, been on the mind, and you know, just been kind of like changing some lifestyle things and stuff, you know, and like working on being the best version of ourselves with ourselves, and finding things to do together and ways to grow together and survive the, you know, quarantine, being with each other 24 hours a day, you know?
Yeah.
Ooh, this thing is rare. Round-tailed paradise fish.
It's me. You caught me.
Oh, it is a paradise fish.
Keep it.
This is perfect. I am keeping it.
Well, I wish you all the best with your wedding anyway.
Thank you. And every time I see this paradise fish in my aquarium, I'll think about when I did this with you guys.
The thing is, you know, in 5-10 years' time, we'll look back at this year. We won't remember COVID. We'll remember Quest 2.
Yeah. Hope so.
And Gary will remember his book sales. How's the book going, Gary?
It's okay. Yeah, it's ticking along slowly. It was never going to be a bestseller, but yeah, it's okay. It's not. It's you know, it's a hobby, so yeah, it's fine.
I can't find it in W.H. Smith. I've been looking.
No, paperback only on Amazon, exclusive.
Is it? So you can only get it on Amazon. Okay.
Yeah, I tell you what, I have been doing today. Actually, I've been diving into Unity. Have any of you like messed around in Unity before? Have you ever done anything with that?
Only a little bit.
Yeah, I've been. I thought I've got the Quest 2, and I'm gonna use it and see what I can do in Unity. It's pretty cool. I mean, there's loads of tutorials as well on YouTube and stuff like that you can just follow, so you can get something up and running pretty easily. But yeah, that's sort of my latest little fad, I think.
Ooh,
programming something in Unity.
Fun.
What do you have in mind? Anything?
Not well. Actually, an idea came to me today. Where did you ever play a game back in? I think it was on like the 8-bit systems. It was called Bubble Ghost, a little tiny game. Did you ever play that?
Called what?
Bubble Ghost.
Bubble Ghost. It rings a bell.
Will you tell me what it looked like, or what
it was like? I think it was on like Spectrum. It might have been on NES as well. But it was like you play as this ghost in a hotel, and you have to guide this bubble out of the hotel. It's a tiny little game, you know, a little bit obscure, but you guide it out by blowing. You use this ghost to blow air on the bubble, and you have to go through like various obstacles and stuff like that to get it out of the hotel. And I was just thinking, if like I attach a fan or something to one of the touch controllers, and then I could make like a variation on that kind of game, where you have to sort of press a trigger, the fan goes round on the touch controllers, and then you have to guide a bubble or a balloon or something like that through various obstacles and stuff. Because I think that'd be pretty easy to make, and that's what I'm going
for. Sounds cool.
Yeah, that's it's awesome that you're inspired by you know, a game of old, you know, a game that's like buried way back there.
Yeah, looking forward to Population 1 coming out as well. I'm still undecided because I don't usually play a lot of the multiplayer shooters and stuff, but everybody says it's really good, so...
It's all about the squad, bro. If you get yourself like a friend or two that like, when you hit them up, it's like, yo, is it on? And they're like, yup, it's on. And you guys jump on like at the same time. That's when that's where the magic is. Because you like learn how to play together. You like get used to communicating. You start like marking stuff on the map for each other and just trading weapons and covering each other during the engages and stuff. Like the magic is in the squad, bro. You can't play by yourself.
No, I've got access to the game, but I've not had time to play it yet.
Oh man, PD, brother, it is.
When's it out?
Oh,
22nd, I think.
yeah, very soon, the 22nd. And it is the whole package, like visuals, like haptics, climbing mechanics, flying, shooting, multiplayer. Like, it is one of the best games ever. Steve is not a battle royale fan. He's not the kind of guy to want to play a game like that, but he's like over the moon about that game.
Yeah, I hear him talk about it a lot as well. Yeah,
You might love it more than I do.
it's not cheap though, is it? I think how much is it? $30, I think. Is that what it's going to be? Probably £25, I think.
It's worth, in my opinion.
Come on, get it. There's a big one over there.
Nice.
So what do you do, Gary, when you're not doing VR? I seen you did some music the other day for Fantastic Guys.
Yeah, it's not a lot. It's just little projects and things like that I just do in my spare time. Really, it's difficult with 2 kids and stuff. Don't get a lot of spare time anyway, but I just do little projects. Like I did I did an arcade cabinet. I made an arcade cabinet which I enjoyed doing, and then I just like writing the book as well. I'll write the book was a project, and then I'll just start something else that I can do in my leisure time. But there's not a lot really. It's just sort of whenever I've got a couple of hours spare, I'll probably do that. That's why I don't get a lot of time to play VR really. It's good just to get into it again with a Quest 2.
A lot of my VR use is not for like videos and stuff. You know, like lately I've actually been hooked on Beat Saber multiplayer, man. Like just joining the lobbies makes the game way more fun than.
You got to play John Carmack, you lucky sod.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, insane, dude.
I've got a really cool John Carmack story, if you want to hear it.
Yeah.
Back in the day when Doom was a thing, do you know when Doom was all the rage? It was on the PC. We used to have a lot of meets up with people, so we used to have lots of death matches. My mates would bring their PC around to my house. We'd have 4 PCs in the house playing Doom. I can remember I emailed John Carmack and we challenged him to a game of Doom, and we told him that we'd kidnapped one of the imps and was holding the imp captive until he played us in Doom. And he said anytime, anywhere, dude.
Nice.
It's my claim to fame with John Carmack. I can't believe Alex played with him. He's such a legend.
Yeah,
he is a true legend. It's honestly, it was just right place, right time, man. Like, I'm just chilling at home. I had actually just got done playing Population 1 for 2 hours, and I completely drained my Quest 2. Like, literally, I was like in the middle of a match and my headset died. And I like take the headset off and I'm getting ready to meet my lady for dinner. You know, she was like finishing cooking dinner, and I'm like, I open up Twitter, scroll like 2 or 3 tweets, and then I see it. John Carmack, Beat Saber Friday, come join me, and a room code. And I was like, are you shitting me? And I like ran, grabbed my Quest 1, threw it on, slammed that room code in, and I was the last person to get into the room. And it was like...
I did not know he tweeted that. I
Yep.
never saw that tweet.
Yep. Well, he deleted it once he was done playing. But yeah, dude, insane. I couldn't believe it. I was like looking across and I was like, holy shit, there he is. Like, that's John Carmack right there, you know?
The only problem with Beat Saber multiplayer, you can't talk to the other players.
I know.
That'd be really nice.
Well, you can join a party and it works fine. You know, the randoms, you probably don't want to hear them.
Did you ever read that book, Masters of Doom, about John Carmack and John Romero when they were making Doom? That's awesome book. One of the best books on retro gaming. You can read. Absolutely fantastic.
That's cool.
He's but yeah, some of the stories, John Carmack, and it's really interesting to read what he's like in how he's portrayed in that book, which is obviously based on real life, and he's read the book as well. I think he said, you know, it's pretty accurate to how it went down.
I saw him on
He's
Joe Rogan once.
Such a legend. Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
I saw that. Yeah, he was good on that.
All right, guys, I have a challenge for you.
Okay.
After you get this next fish in, open up your menu.
Okay.
After you get this next fish in, I'll wait.
I'm ready.
See you reckon or pull this in.
Yeah, there's a big fish right over there. I can't reach it. I just do not have the strength to reach it.
It's all on the wrist.
Can you get better rods for better distance?
I don't know about distance, but you can definitely get different rods. All right, open up your settings here.
There we go. That was a good one. I had to get that.
You got a fly on your cheek there, Gary. Let me just grab that fly.
All right, settings, bottom, difficulty, and turn the difficulty to, that's right, expert.
Expert?
Yes, and here's why.
This is not going to be good.
This is going to kill my Quest 2.
It doesn't make the fish fight any harder, but it removes the HUD, which I would say that we're all pretty comfortable with now, like how to catch them, right? Like reel them in, don't break the line, go against them. So now just watch them, watch their movement, and just cast into the water. You don't have a fish finder, and you don't have like the gamified version of the fish catch. And to me, this is really the way to play, because it's way more immersive. But if you don't like it, turn it back.
Challenge accepted. Can you grab it?
Let's go. No, he won't let me.
So what do you guys think to the Quest 2 so far?
Love it.
Any problems?
I think it's great. Yeah, I don't have my Elite strap with battery pack. Best Buy didn't have my pre-order.
Yeah, I have got one that makes a massive difference. It's like one of the most comfortable headsets with that, I think.
Yeah, I need it.
I ordered two. Only one came because I ordered one for Sebastian MRTV because he can't get one over there in Germany. But only one came, and I'm still waiting for the other one to even get in stock. I ordered them both at the same time as well.
He's got one now, though, hasn't he?
I sent him the one without the battery, but he's not got the battery strap, as far as I know.
Okay, Alex, what does the red line mean then on expert mode?
So that is for tension.
Okay.
And like the red is like high tension and blue is low tension, so you know you can reel harder when it's red or blue. I left that on for you guys as like a little like some training wheels. But I would even say you should get rid of that once you're comfortable not looking at the HUD.
Okay, so blue means to loosen. Oh, I lost it. Yeah, it's really hard having no HUD.
It's a little harder, but to me, like I said, it's really not about like the game itself. Like it's about the hangout, and that just makes it like more relaxing, you know? Like now I can just look at the water. I don't have to look at all this stupid game bullshit. Again, to each his own. Switch it back if you want, but I'm glad you accepted my challenge.
No, we'll keep it.
This is good.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get one at least.
Yeah, try and catch a fish.
Yeah, that's the new game. It's not how many fish can you catch, it's can you catch a fish.
My only complaint with the Quest 2 at the moment is the comfort. I watched the movie for about 3 hours. It got really uncomfortable.
Have you got what strap have you got at the moment?
Just the normal one.
Just that, yeah.
I am getting the Elite
I
one though.
struggle with that.
The Elite one's coming apparently, so just a matter of waiting.
I could wear this as long as I could wear the Index.
Could you?
Honestly, it's just as comfortable as the Index with the battery. I think the Elite one's just the same as the battery anyway. But so yeah, any of those will make a big difference. I really struggled with a standard fabric strap. I couldn't, I could only use it for like 20-30 minutes at the most. It wasn't good.
I can use it for 2 hours, but I am hurting at the end of it.
Is that the normal one? Just the normal strap?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot more comfortable than the Quest 1 was for me.
Yeah.
PD, what are you doing when you're not in VR? Yep, I mean, I know you're married. Just celebrated an anniversary. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I'm trying to think what I do. I play like a lot of normal games, pancake games. Well, these are games I've played for years anyway, so... Oh, yes, I got one. Challenge complete.
Congratulations.
Oh, I'm not going to do this.
What's your go-to flat game? I'm a flat gamer too, by the way. No hate.
At the moment, I'm playing Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm enjoying that.
Nice.
And every day I play Hearthstone, so I like to play my card game.
Hearthstone.
Yeah.
I like Hearthstone.
I do it every day for my dailies.
Oh, that's great. I got into the battleground mode. Not like the deck building mode, but just like the regular battlegrounds.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the battle mode. I like the wild games. But like Gary, I've got 2 children. 2 children live with me anyway.
How old are they?
Well, my oldest daughter, she don't live with us. She's in the 30s now. My middle daughter, she's 21. She's a teacher, and my son's 8. There's 7 years difference between all my children.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, well.
I got remarried 25 years ago. Then when we had my daughter, you probably know she got cancer, so we didn't want to have any more children with cancer. So we had to wait for all the tests and everything to become clear. We had to wait basically for the go ahead, and that's when we had my son really. So she's okay now. She's been in remission about 18 years.
Oh, that's great.
So she was 3 when she got diagnosed.
Wow, I did not know that, man.
No, I didn't know that. It's awful.
That's cool.
She had a rare brain tumor. We found out Christmas Eve, and they gave her 2 days to live. So they told us to go home, met the most of Christmas, and then we'd be back for treatment on Boxing Day. So we spent 8-9 years having treatment and radiotherapy, and she's 21 now. She's now a teacher.
Wow, dude! Congratulations.
Cool,
that is so
really well.
awesome.
And it's all thanks to the technology and the doctors and the nurses.
That's really great. I'm so happy to hear that she's been able to live and have a great life.
Yeah, testing times.
Yeah, it must have been. Can't even imagine that.
Something like that as well makes you reflect on life, and you look on life differently. So, like I say, if doing VR, if I can show somebody VR, it makes them happy, it makes them buy a headset, then that's all I want to do. You guys are the same.
Yeah, that's true.
You guys do an excellent job as well in the community. Well, this is the best gaming community, the VR community.
Yeah,
Bar
I think
none.
everyone's sort of in it for the same reasons, aren't they, as well? That's the thing. It's just that you don't...
Well,
the thing is, as well, because when everybody, like, we all started to get into this, it was so niche that you only really get into it and you only do, like, the videos on YouTube and stuff like that because you've got a passion for it and you want to share it. The technology just impresses you so much that you want other people to understand how incredible it is. And I think that's where a lot of the VR community come from, really. So...
It's funny. You don't have a choice. You're compelled, and for me, it was like I couldn't believe that people didn't have the same reaction that I did. I was like, wait, how am I an enthusiast? Like, how is the whole world not captivated by this? You know, it's like the first second I did it, my mind melted.
Yeah, what was your first experience with VR? What's the first game you played? What's the game that got you into VR?
So it was kind of like a 2-punch combo for me. The first experience that I had that was like pretty legit was a PSVR demo at Best Buy. I just walked in and it was just set up there, PSVR running the Worlds demo, and I just pulled up. Nobody was there. I was like, "Can I try this shit?" And they're like, "Yep, here you go," and sat me down and put me in there, and it was incredible. Of course, like amazing, like some of the coolest shit I've ever seen. And I take the headset off after my demo. I look around, and no one was there. And I was like, "Yo, can I keep going?" And they're like, "Yeah, no one's here, sure." So I sat there and I went through the whole thing. Like, I played I didn't do the Luge or the London Heist because those were longer, but I did multiple other games. And then I visited an arcade with a friend because at this point I'm really interested, And I visited a VR arcade with a homie, and we did Rec Room. And it was when I saw the sense of presence that I felt with someone online, and I high-fived someone in VR, and I felt the haptics in the controller. I was like, oh my god, I just high-fived someone across space and time. This is crazy. And that from that point on, I've been sold on it.
How about you, Gary?
Well, because I tried it when I was about 11 years old, when the first, those old virtuality machines.
The big things, the big arcade ones.
Yeah, the big giant things, really low poly, really low frame rate. I tried one of those when I was 11 years old, and from that moment on I just wanted VR really in my house, and I never forgot about it, and I followed it sort of half-heartedly through the PC era as well, when they had the VR headsets, but I never bought one because I couldn't afford it. But then I sort of saw the Oculus DK1 Kickstarter, and again it was just too much money to sort of put into something like that when I didn't really know what to expect or anything, so I sort of held off. But I followed it really closely around that time, and then I thought as soon as a consumer version of whichever headset comes out first, that's the one I'm going to get. So it wasn't a game or an experience that I tried, it was just I knew I was going to get a VR headset, and that's where it started really. So I put an order in for the CV1 and the Vive, and the Vive came, and the CV1s were really delayed, so I cancelled the CV1 pre-order and just stuck with my Vive for a while. But yeah, it was just from that moment, when I first tried it, 5-minute demo in a retail store when I was 11 years old. It was just, I thought, it was really poor. I've tried it again since, because we've got a retro computer museum here in Leicester, and they've got one.
Sweet.
The one that we tried when I was 11 years old, and I've tried it since. It's barely playable, honestly. It really is that bad, but...
Oh.
Don't be alarmed.
What
happened there?
Got a different level.
It's night time. It's time for bed.
That's right. I figured the sun was going down for you guys.
Let me just ask a question. So it goes, I first put it in and it goes like a pinkish colour. So do I just wind it in slowly at that point?
No. So that pinkish colour is to indicate that there's a fish that is watching it and is interested.
Okay.
If it's white, and then there's no action, nothing poking at it.
Red's the stride.
So let it sit.
What's blue?
The blue means that you have him on the line, and there's way too much. There's way too little tension. There's way too much slack in the line. You got to reel it in.
Oh, so it's the. So basically, it's the with the hood on. You got those green and red bits.
Right.
It's a bit dark. You got a torch.
Dude, you're standing right next to it, and actually the lighting effects on your avatar are decent. The way that the shadows contour to the avatar, it's pretty good.
Is this the map with the fireworks? Fireworks go off over there.
I don't think so. It's a little cloudy. I don't remember it being cloudy.
Yeah, Gary, is that museum that we was going to visit together and it got cancelled because of the COVID?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
that's a shame.
It was on. So it was Christmas. I think I went to the Christmas event, there. That's the last one it was going to be, because I think it's obviously closed at the minute. It's not a huge place or anything, so but you get a lot of people all tightly packed in there, so I don't think they can open until things are back to normal.
I can't see my fish. I was basically the same as you, Gary. I was into 3D gaming. I had the Elsa 3D glasses, and then Nvidia stopped. They stopped the driver, so they wouldn't work anymore. So I was really big into playing games in 3D with the glasses on.
Oh, fireworks!
Yeah, I was right.
You were right.
From that moment on, I knew I wanted VR. As soon as I saw the CV1, I just got a loan and got one from PC World.
Nice.
No, it's from Game actually, a loan from Game.
Did you ever try the really older virtual reality, any of the virtuality machines at all? Did you ever see those around? Because the company that made them was based in the Midlands, so there were quite a lot around here.
I never tried one myself because they were too expensive, but I went to Nottingham with a friend of mine, and he tried it. We went to Laser Quest. In the Laser Quest, they had a big virtual reality booth where you could try it. It was really expensive to try, and I remember my friend trying it. It was back in the day, like you say, back in the old day. It was like an old Vectrex VR type of experience, just the lines.
Yeah.
And he said it was amazing. So, but I know that I really enjoy 3D gaming. So I knew CV1 was 3D. I didn't realise what VR was at the time, but I just knew I wanted it.
Yeah. Since then, about 12,000 Steam reviews, and one of the most knowledgeable VR gamers on the planet.
I wouldn't say that. You guys are just the same.
You've played way more games than I have.
Yeah, but it's not about the games. It's about what you know. I mean, I watch both your shows. VR Roundtable, I used to watch that religiously. I watch Between Realities now.
Yeah, I still keep up to date with pretty much all the VR shows that are going on. I don't get to catch all of them live, but I'll generally watch them throughout the week, because they all tend to be sort of at the weekend, but there are a few. There's VR Link, and you do a Between Realities during the week sometimes, don't you, Alex?
Once a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've had some good guests on there recently with the girls.
Yeah, it's been so much fun.
Have you seen Anthony's? Did you see Anthony's latest podcast?
Yeah, I've watched that one. Yeah.
I'm surprised how positive he is on there.
Yeah.
Which podcast?
VR365. Anthony did one.
He did one on, yeah.
And he was quite positive about the Quest too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because he's got like 70 IPD as well, so I think he was concerned about that, but he says it's okay.
Yeah, did he use the glasses spacers as well to help? I know someone used the glasses spacers to help with if you've got large IPD.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm having no luck with it. I'm going to have to put some more practice in, I think.
This feels more like real fishing, where you have to judge where the fish is going.
It's better without the hood.
Yeah, isn't it? It's kind of necessary to learn the mechanics of reeling in a fish, but once you understand it, you can just remove it and just have fun. Like, I don't even care if these things break off the line, you know? It's just fun to be in here.
Yeah, that's it. The thing is, with these kinds of experiences, you need more stuff like this. I like this, just because part of the reason I don't really play a lot of multiplayer games, mainly because I'm not very good. So I generally sort of stick away, and it just gets frustrating after a while. But something like this, it doesn't matter, because you're doing it more for the chat and just relaxing.
Right, it's not, you're not making my experience any better, or I mean, you might make it a little better if you're constantly reeling in badass fish, but only slightly, just for entertainment purposes, maybe, you know. But otherwise, it doesn't matter to me whether or not, you know, you're leveling up fast over there. You know, like we're just enjoying the time, and if you happen to pull something in, it's an exciting moment. We can share it, and you can show it off. Like, hey, look at this thing. So you run this? Yeah, I got it. You know, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I'm a bit jealous with Sean though, catching the sharks.
I heard about that. Yeah, I did hear someone caught a shark. Yeah, you could catch a shark.
So you want to hear some crazy shit? You have to catch a different fish, like a small fish, on the line, and while you're reeling that thing in, the shark has to see it and eat your fish, and that's when you pull in a shark. Seriously, you have to have a different fish on the line and then use that as bait, and then the shark rolls up, bites that, and then you pull him in.
Okay, so with the money in this game, what can you buy, Alex?
Fishing poles.
What's the benefit of buying a new fishing pole compared to this one?
It makes it easier to reel fish in that are larger.
And you can also buy the line strength as well, can't you?
Yeah, you can buy like reels. The reels and the poles, and then for like, I forget how much it is. It might be like $2,000 or $20,000. I forget what it is, but you buy a boat that I think will like let you go into like the deep sea areas.
Have you got a boat?
I don't know. All my shit reset with the Quest 2.
I'd like to check out the boat. Some sea fishing.
It's awesome. I did it in like the beta version before they released this. All I have to do is hit them up. If you hit them up and you're like, hey, will you unlock all the levels for me? You'll do it.
I've just hit stage 3.
So if you know when it turns red, like really dark red, do I reel it in then, or is that telling me to go sideways?
Don't touch it.
Dark red is 2 strike, I think.
Yeah, if it's red, like bright red, that means that fish is yanking real hard on the line, and it's in danger of breaking. So I would stop reeling and let some slack out.
Oh, okay, got you.
What other games have you tried on the Quest 2 so far?
I
bet Gary's been playing Beat Saber.
I've not even got Beat Saber on this account.
Yeah, you don't. Shame on you.
No, I've not got it. I know. Because my daughter would want it anyway. Either way, I tell you what, this is better though. When you cast it to a TV or something like that, it works loads better than the original Quest. I'm finding the original Quest used to disconnect to the TV.
I've noticed the same thing. We've lost Alex.
Oh, where's he gone?
I don't know. Shall we head back to the lounge? See if he's there?
Yeah.
I bet his quest has died or something.
Where do we go for that?
Oh, I think you can take photos. Just look at me a minute, Gary.
You can do a
selfie.
Selfie, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Bit dark.
On the games I've been playing, have you tried Saints and Sinners?
Yeah.
Walking Dead? Yeah, that is awesome. Walkabout, mini golf. We could play that as well. That's another game that is a bit like this.
Yeah, that'd be a good one to do.
Yeah, that's really good. I like that.
I'm trying to think of other games I've played where it's been. If you like horror games, that Phasmophobia, that's amazing.
Oh yeah,
scary as hell. I want to get a group together and play that because here he is. Alex is back.
Where's he gone?
There he is.
Oh, there he is. Hey
Alex, you shrunk. You went away. You shrunk.
I did?
Yeah, you're a bit smaller now.
Oh,
I can't hear him.
He looks like Harry Potter with a hat on.
You like it?
That's it. There we go.
Gary can't hear you.
No, I can now.
Right.
I think. Yeah, we're just saying, Alex, as well. Have you tried that walkabout mini golf?
No, I keep hearing about it though.
That's good. That's multiplayer. I think that's up to 4 players. That'd be a good one to play together as well, because that's sort of relaxing. There's not a lot of you don't need to take it that seriously or anything. It's not like.
Have you played Pro Putt?
Yeah, I played that as well. Yeah.
How does it compare?
I played Pro Put quite a while ago, so probably slightly more of like this. Pro Put is not like a serious game either. They're both sort of very arcadey, really, but they're sort of probably slightly more tactics in Pro Put than there is in Walkabout. Walkabout's like crazy golf, really, mini golf kind of stuff. Pro Put is more actually putting onto the green itself, and you've got the contours of the green and stuff like that. So,
Got it.
But they're both good games, honestly. They're both really good.
Fireworks.
It's pretty weird, man. Right now, I'm like a constant cycle of Beat Saber, Real VR Fishing, and Population 1. Those are like the only games that I'm spending any time in right now.
I just mentioned Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners. Did you put any time into that at all?
Not really. Only when I was messing around with Cyber Shoes.
Yeah. It's good. It is a really good game. Like the Quest Port is really good, I'm finding, but I generally just do sort of one mission at a time. I don't play it for 2 hours or something like that. Phone.
See, that sounds like a good way to do it.
Are you sat down, Gary?
He had to run. Sounds like something happened in the background. Welcome back.
I'm back.
Welcome.
How did you get to meet Anthony and Steve and all them and Chris? Gary?
Hey, I got one finally. Yes.
A minnow.
So Anthony did that Vivecast. Do you remember the Vivecast that he did? I don't know if you ever listened to that. He only did about 10 episodes.
No, I think that was before I got into VR.
Oh, yeah, he did about 10 episodes of this Vivecast thing. And I just contacted him on Reddit, I think it was, and just said, I'll listen to it. I didn't know if you wanted to do a two-man podcast, just an audio podcast. And, you know, it just sort of went from there, really. We sort of just started talking, and then he knew Steve from the AV forums, which I wasn't a member of, but he knew Steve from there, so he joined. And then Chris joined later on when we sort of asked for somebody who had an Oculus to come on the show.
Have you done podcasts before then?
No, that was the first podcast I'd ever done, but I didn't really want to do like a YouTube show because I wasn't. Well, it never even occurred to me to do a YouTube show. I just wanted to do an audio podcast. I listened to a lot of audio podcasts, so that's sort of what I wanted to do. Because nobody I knew in real life wanted to talk about VR, so I wanted to find some people that sort of were enthusiastic about VR. So that's why
let me ask you this: since that show and since you become a thing, is it still your preference to listen to an audio version of a podcast, or do you prefer video versions now?
I drive a lot. It is in my work, so audio is probably what I would generally favour. But at the weekends, I'll catch up with the video podcasts. I mean, there's some shows that I like watching, like obviously like Between Realities. I think that needs to be a video podcast. And there's certain shows that I think just work better as a video podcast. Some, like Rendered Reality, I can listen to that. If I miss it, I'll sometimes listen to the audio version. And F Reality as well. I don't always catch that on YouTube. But I wouldn't say I've got a preference. I just think it's the kind of show that they turn out to be. If there's a lot of like audience participation as well in the chat and stuff like that, I think it's important to watch it on YouTube so you can see the chat comments and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm split 50-50 really. What about you guys? Do you listen to any audio podcasts, or is it all YouTube?
None. Yeah, and if I ever do listen to audio, I'm just listening to the video without watching it. You know, I just like am not looking at the screen.
Yeah, I'm same. I'll tend to I tend to watch the video podcast. Lets me do other things on the PC as well. Alex, how did you meet Skiva?
We met on Reddit. He made a...
You're both close together, aren't you? Because you're both in the same podcast.
Yep. Yeah, we live about... Right now we live about 25 minutes apart. And I was just cruising on Reddit, like looking for friends, you know, people who are into VR. And I figured there must be some people who have a community for virtual reality in the state. So I started searching, and I literally searched for virtual reality in Arizona. And there was a VR in AZ subreddit that Skiva had created to like pull together people to make multiplayer sessions happen. So I went on the forum and I hit him up and I was like, yo man, let's make something happen. I'm a fucking huge VR fan. I made a YouTube channel. And he was like, dope, sounds good. Let's meet up at this zero latency VR arcade thing.
Yeah.
So we like set up a thing, you know, we put it on the forum, on the subreddit, and told people to come. And he and I were the only people who went there, other than like a couple of his like friends that he knew like from real life. So yeah, I went there and we played VR together, and we started hanging out, and we realized that we both like to have, you know, like deeper kind of conversations, and we both like to you know, sit around and smoke weed and
something we can't do in the UK.
Just like work. Yeah, it just work, you know. Like we would like I'd go over to his place and we'd like hang out, play some games, talk about VR, and then go out back and like get high and have super deep conversation about how VR is changing the world, you know. And then eventually we're like, dude, this would make a podcast. Like we should probably just do it, you know, because he was like helping me at this point now with like making stuff for my channel, because he's so into it. He's like, yo dude, if you ever want help like doing some stuff for your channel, let me know. I'm like, all right man, do you want to come with me to these conventions and be my cameraman and carry my shit around? And he was like, yep. So when we went to VRX and we went to CES, and he's so awesome. He like carries all my shit. I can just like run around and like run up to people and like jump into things, and he just like follows me around and films it, and it's awesome. So anyway, yeah, we started the podcast, and now that's kind of been like the main focus, you know. Like I still make videos on my channel, but certainly I don't put nearly the amount of like time and love that I do into that as I do doing the podcast every week.
Yeah, I think because I mentioned when I was on your podcast as well, I think it's important to have like the differentiation that you guys do compared to the other podcasts. You have a lot of people that I don't even know, I'm not familiar with sometimes on your podcast, and getting their points of view and also exposing them to a different kind of community, because you get enclosed in a bubble, I think, as well. If you listen to the same podcast, the same circle of people that are constantly in that circle, by introducing people like Andrea and stuff like that into that circle. And like I follow Andrea on Twitter now, and a few of the other guys as well that you've interviewed as well, and I wouldn't have that insight without that kind of podcast, which is completely different to what some of the other people are doing. So yeah, I really do enjoy that side of things, definitely.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's great to hear, dude, because, you know, it's almost like we didn't really like identify like something that was missing as much as we just like, that's just kind of like what we wanted to do, you know? Yeah. And it turns out that that what we're doing, actually there was something missing there. And the big thing for me is like removing the walls, you know, because what I realized is that like on Alex VR, I'm making a video, I like talk to someone, review it, I demo something, you know, or maybe I'm playing I'm making, you know, some gameplay or whatever. But like, it's really hard to get this, like what we're having right now. Like it's hard to like put this aspect of our personalities into the content that we create. You know, like I don't get to know PD by watching a video of him playing a game as well as I do sitting here having a conversation with him. And that's like what I wanted to capture, is like I want to like create like a safe and comfortable space to where we can like be ourselves and like let those like more authentic parts of our personalities show. And I really try to like disarm our guests when they come on and like make them feel like they're in a place where, you know, the rules are finally gone and I can just like, you know, if I want to say something dumb or controversial, it's not a big deal because these guys are already saying stupid shit, you know, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, variety is the key.
Yeah. So, Paradise, how many videos do you make a week then? On average?
I do daily videos, so I do one every day. I try to do one a day.
Is it even like at weekends as well? Do you do them at weekends or?
I've already done my video for today, so this is like a bonus video. So I try to do one every day if I can. Sometimes on a Sunday I won't bother. I'll just because the only thing is, like this for me is a rare treat because I'm constantly finding new games to try and cover. So I don't really have time to. Like Half-Life Alyx is the last VR game I finished. I've not finished any Quest 2 game yet. So I really struggle to find the time to play VR when I'm not recording, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
It does.
Some videos can take up to 6 hours just to edit them, just to cut out all the bits I don't want in the videos. If I don't enjoy it, I'll just stop doing it. Just same as with the Star Wars stuff. I got burnt out. I did that for 6 years. I did that every day, and I got to a point where I couldn't be asked to do it anymore. You know, it was really tiring work. So,
yeah. What is that you're talking about?
Pardon?
What Star Wars thing?
The Minecraft Star Wars. I was recreating Star Wars: A New Hope, filmed in Minecraft. So all the scenes were filmed using Minecraft sets. So, for example, the the trench in the Death Star, that took me 6 months to build, and then it takes me 8 hours to film 1 second of that film, and I used to do that every day for 6 years. I got 75% of the film is finished. I got burnt out, and then I discovered VR.
So, have you ever gone back to it, like where you could start editing it in VR, like building certain things in VR?
Well, I've not tried it in VR, but I put out a video a few days ago. I got Minecraft working on my Quest 2. So I recorded how to get it working on Quest 2. I downloaded one of my Star Wars maps, and I was walking around looking at all my AT-ATs, and I actually walked through the trench. It was amazing. The sense of scale, the sense of scale was just blew me away.
Yeah. I'm gonna change environments here, guys.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh wait, I tried that. It's Reckoner's room.
No, I tried that Vivecraft ages and ages ago when I probably back in 2016, 2017. That Vivecraft, so it was like real movement, so you could actually hack away at the rocks and all stuff like this as well.
Yeah, you can use your hands to chop the trees down.
Yeah,
that's the version I used on the Quest 2.
Yeah, oh really? Okay. Yeah. Oh cool. Yeah.
If you got the Java version of Minecraft, download Vivecraft, run it on your PC, stream it into your Quest 2 in VR.
Yeah, got you. Yeah.
Hey Gary, will you take us to the next location?
Yeah.
I think number 3. The gear next to the gear, there's a little map icon.
Oh,
and if you click it,
number 3,
and you can pick 3, and you can take us there.
There we go.
Okay. Oh, this is nice.
Oh, this is nice.
Look at the ducks. Ducks on the river.
All right, guys, 1,000 points for a duckling. Let's get it.
This is the level with the cherry blossom, isn't it? You got the cherry blossom. Yeah, there you go. Look behind you.
Oh yeah.
Wonder where did he get all of these scenes from? It's all photogrammetry, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's all real.
These are real locations.
Okay, get the duck.
Hence the name. They weren't around when they said this is real VR fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. On Friday, we have another female guest, and this is another person who I don't think a lot of people know. And, this could be another one of those Andrea types, where it's like you didn't know about them, and then...
Who is it, Alex?
Her name is Nicole Lazaro.
Is she an artist?
And she's a game developer, and she's been in game development for like a long fucking time. A long time. Like, has a long history in the gaming world.
Cool.
What game she worked on?
I guess she worked on Myst. That's what
Myst.
Skiba said.
Oh, good timing for...
She's doing the VR version of Myst then?
I don't think so, but I think she was a part of the original Myst. Don't quote me on that, though. I need to confirm it, because when Skiba said it, I didn't believe him. I was like, what? Myst? That was like Game of the Year in 1995 or whenever it came out.
Yeah, Gary, you can have a goldfish.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like the fishing spot when I did the my quest video outside. I went to a real fishing spot, and this is the level. This is the level I did. I was joking about somebody walking past me behind me as well. On the
I
path.
saw you did when you got your Quest 2. I think you were doing virtual desktop streaming thing. You went and sat in your car, didn't you?
Yeah.
Was that video? Yeah.
Now I've done on the quest. On the quest, I've done about 10 videos where I've been outside in real locations. So I went to a fishing spot. I've been to a bowling alley. Where else did I go? Trying to remember now. I tried to do. I've been doing horror videos in a haunted cellar. I tried to go to a haunted abbey, but they were shut because of the COVID.
Yeah.
Blair Witch. I'm hoping to find haunted woods and record a video in a haunted wood. I'm not looking forward to that one.
That's amazing. Definitely do that. I know I'm probably going to have to do this Phantasma bullshit when the Haptics Native integration patch drops.
Yep, you need to do that because that was amazing. Me and Gary were saying when you dropped out, that's another game that you can have a good laugh and a good chat and, hunting ghosts.
What is that game then? What actually do you do in it?
Yeah, Ghost Hunter. You can have up to 4 people playing the game. You're ghost investigators. You have all the equipment. You have to buy equipment. You go into certain locations. You use you got the EMF reader. You got the thermometers. You've got crucifix. You've got those devices where you talk to ghosts. When you start the game, you start off outside the location. You'll get a mission, what to do. It tells you certain objectives you need to accomplish in the house. One's like find out what type of ghost it is. The game uses speech recognition, so you actually go around the house saying, "Hello, are you there?" And if you call out the ghost's name, you can piss the ghost off. I got killed twice by a wraith. I went in with, do you know R.A. Marcus? R. Marcus?
Oh yeah.
Me and Marcus did it. We went in blind. We didn't do the tutorial like idiots. So we were just walking around this house, talking, laughing and joking. Next thing, Marcus squeals, he screams, he dies in front of me. And I know Marcus is a bit of a joker. He made a video where he was playing tricks on his kids. So I thought, he's messing around, he's lying down on his floor. And I'm shouting, "Marcus, stop messing around, stop pissing about, just get up." And he was just dead on the floor. And I could not hear him at all. So here's me on my own with a torch.
Come on, man, it's not funny. This isn't funny, man.
Here's me walking around on my own, thinking he's messing around. And next thing I knew, I heard this one whisper in my ear, and I could hear the heartbeat. Next thing you knew, these hands came over my eyes, and I squealed. And afterwards, I found out the ghost that got him, because we'd been messing around for too long, the ghost that got angry was hunting us, killed Marcus, and he went into the afterlife. When you're in the afterlife, you're in the same house. So he could see me running around on my own, And when he was near me, I could hear his footprints, his footsteps. And I thought that was the ghost. So when you're dead,
oh right,
when you're dead, you see the other person in the house. And he was also messing around with the TV. He was clicking the remote, and I'm going, Marcus, there's a ghost messing with the TV. It was Marcus doing it all.
That's amazing.
You can have a really good laugh, mess around, but when the shit hits the fan, the shit hits the fan. And it's scary as hell. It's really scary. The goosebumps on my arms after that session. But I want to do it again with a lot more people, because he kept dying all the time, leaving me on my own. I feel a lot more safer with other people.
By the way, Gary, I was thinking when you make your ghost game, you should use the microphone, so I can blow, just like.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a long way off. I've only sort of messed around in Unity a few times, so I'm just sort of working my way through. But yeah, you start to appreciate just how much effort goes into all of these games when you start to do little things in Unity and know how much time it takes just to get anything working.
Right. That's why it blows my mind when somebody like plays a game like Population 1 and tries to say that it's shit.
Yeah.
Ooh, there you go. Rare fish.
Yeah, got rare.
Nice one.
It's like, what do you mean it's shit? You know, like, look at how hard these people work to get this, to do this. And then you're just going to come in here and you're not willing to pay $30 and you're basically bitch and moan about it. Like,
yeah.
Dude, do you have any idea how much work goes into making these things? And not only that, these people quit, like, whatever, like, cushy job they had to take risk to bring this shit to you. So have a little bit of, you know, have a little bit of respect.
That's the thing as well. I've got to say as well, like when we were doing VR Roundtable and we got sent, because we were doing it from like 2016 and we got getting sent loads and loads, like you were, Paradise, I'm sure, getting sent loads and loads of little indie games all the time. And it's really difficult. Like after a while, you start to think, I don't really want to go on VR Roundtable and criticise this. And yet at the same time, the audience needs to know whether they should buy it or not.
Yeah.
And in the end, I was getting to the point where I didn't really want to do any game that I didn't think was at least worth picking up. I didn't even want to talk about it. And we were getting sent so many that there wasn't really, we weren't short of content or anything like that. But it was just a struggle when you think, oh, these people have, like you say, they've quit their jobs in some cases to pursue this. And you can't just, who am I? I'm not like any authority. I'm just saying a personal opinion of what I think is good and what I think is bad. But I don't know categorically if I'm like, if my opinion counts in the grand scheme of things. And yeah, I'm not going to go on a show and just completely dismiss a game anymore. I didn't like doing it then, and it got more and more like that as we were doing it, I found.
Or to act like $30 is an outrageous amount. Like, honestly, $30 is not that much money. Like, I paid more than that in 1998 for Star Fox 64 when I was 12 years old. You know, like, are you shitting me? You're gonna talk about this VR game, which is like the future in the palm of your hands, and say that it's not really worth $30. Like, dude, yes, it is. Like, it totally is. Like, if you get 1 hour's worth of enjoyment out of that, it's worth $30. You know, like, it's ridiculous, man. I wish people would have a little more respect for the people who make this stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if it comes across in my videos, but I mean, I used to, on the Amiga, way back in the day, I was with a games development company anyway, we made a few games. When I'm doing my impressions, I look deeper, you know, some people's had to spend time making this, what they've had to do to get this to work, that sort of thing. And I don't know, I don't know if that comes across in my videos. I mean, I get some people say, yeah, but you're positive about all the videos. I'm not. If I don't like a game, then the chances are I won't show it. And there's, you know, on Steam, there's like, I've got 5 games on Steam which are negative, and they're like games like Wolfenstein, the VR one. I thought that was terrible. From a big developer from a big developer like Bethesda, you'd expect more than that, than what they, you know. Yeah. I mean, the one I tried today is not even out yet on Steam, and it's a shooting game with they use slow motion. It's a really good game. Now, I said it's a good game, but I also said it's lacking something. It's missing something. You know what I mean? So, I mean, when people say I only do positive videos, I try to see the positivity in the company as well, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, like you say, people, they'll bitch and moan, well, it's 30 quid, I'm not paying £30 for that, it looks rubbish. But then again, someone's having to feed the kids and, pay for the electric.
And years, and the risk that it took, that's like, they held on to like 3 years for us, they're like, hold on, let me bank this 3 years for you, boom, and then they like dump it on you in 1 second, but it's that was 3 years that they had to like bite their tongue, hold on to this thing that they've been working on, get no return on their investment of time, and the thing is like, I don't know if you heard me talk about Horizon, but I shit all over Horizon. And like, I feel bad for the developers that make that game who, were given that task and however their deadline that they had or whatever, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's about the company. And to your point, Paradise Decay, and it's like, Facebook has the resources and that's what they gave us. Yeah. Seriously. They had infinite resources and that's what got. And to me, that means it's shit. Like, there might be some people who are enjoying it, but like, I was not even close to impressed, and I don't think day one Quest users will be impressed by that game.
No.
I think people who are new to VR are going to fire up Horizon, spend 5 minutes in there and be like, this is dumb, let's go into Echo. This is dumb, let's go into Beat Saber. Like, they're going to go into a real game, because those games in there are trash. And it sucks because it takes a long time for people to make, and I feel bad, but that's the reality of it.
The good thing is in Horizon, I was just going to say in Horizon, to my understanding as well, the community, once they get a community in there and they can make their own stuff, maybe it will get better then. I don't know. I've not tried it, so I can't say. But
nope. The only thing that makes it good is that you can make the shitty things together. You can be like, hey, let's make a shitty thing. Like, rather than like me going into like Unity and or Blender and making a 3D file and bringing it into something, like I do that alone. We can world build together in Horizon, so that's cool. But the world building tools, in my opinion, are not like good enough to make anything.
John Carmack said they tried many times, didn't they, to get this working as well.
Yeah, and he said he's embarrassed with where they ended up. He's like, frankly, I'm embarrassed with what we did. And this time of COVID, the social company could not put something out. Ridiculous. They shouldn't have tried to make this whole world building thing. Who wants to go into a video game and work all day? Like, you make the game for me. Like, why am I making a game that I can play with other people?
Yeah.
You make cool games for me to play with other people and let us travel between them. They should have focused all their efforts on making amazing experiences for people to go into with those avatars.
Yeah.
We need Ready Player One. That's what we need.
Yeah.
My biggest gripe with the developers is the developers who think they've made the best game ever. And they're like, oh, why did you give this a 3-star? It should be 5-star. Those are the types of developers that, you've got 3 stars, mate. You're having 3-star. I'm not changing it. Right. They're the types of developers that I really despise more than any.
Yeah. The thing is as well, you accept it. If you're in their position, the review that you've been given is the review you've been given. It's not like you should contact people and try to get them to change their mind and say you're wrong about this. It doesn't make any sense at all. I don't understand people that do that.
And it's not a good look. You're never going to expand your network like that. You have to show appreciation. You reach out and you thank Paradise Decay for giving your a review, because he's Paradise Decay.
I don't do reviews. I don't do reviews. I do impressions. That's where you're wrong. I just do impressions. I don't like to do reviews. Steam does not have the option for impressions. It's just yes or no reviews. I've tried to get Steam to change it so that you can just give it like an impression instead of a review.
Yeah.
Well, they don't want your impression. They want your review.
They'll have to stick it then.
They don't want a whole list of impressions. Doesn't tell anybody if the game is good. Don't get me wrong, PD. I love your impressions.
Thank you, man.
And you do what works for you, you know? But I'm just saying that's not sustainable.
It's like Gary was saying about your podcast. There's people on your podcast that I've never seen before, so and now I follow them on Twitter. Like the lady you did with the paintings. Her website's amazing. What's her name? I forgot her name
Rosie,
now.
Yeah.
Oh, Rosie, yeah.
Rosie, yeah, her painting, her website's amazing.
She does a lot of space kind of work as well, which I really like.
I love that stuff.
Yeah.
I still need to try one of those paintings. I need to go in, try one.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
A little tiddler there for Gary.
Yeah.
I don't have the
Is that for
reel
lunch?
for these big fish.
I'm disappointed I've not got no chips yet.
Yeah. Right, I think I'm going to have to head off.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Same here. It's tea time.
It's about to die.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. We'll definitely do this again. We ought to try, if you guys pick up that Walkabout mini golf, can maybe try that sometime as well, or just come back in here. I'm happy in here anyway.
Or the horror game.
Yes.
I think I'm going to pick up that horror game.
Yeah.
And I bet you they've tried to get that BHaptics integration in before Halloween, which is when I'd really be trying to play it too. All right, I'm sure we can get Skiva into this.
Yeah, it'll be cool. Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you're the common denominator here, PD. So make something happen for us.
I'm busy.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, guys, we'll be in touch.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Thanks for the chat
pleasure.
And you.
and conversation.
Always.
See you later. Is that a screenshot? Hold on. Yeah, let me get a selfie before we go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Later, boys.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
See you later.
See you later.